move on to the questions, some rules. So we'll have a preliminary round first. The preliminary round has 12 questions. Each question will carry 10 points and no negatives for wrong answers or unattempted. So you're free to take guesses, you're free to answer all questions as per your will, your intuition. Certain questions are marked with a star. So what is a start question? So in case there is a tie between two teams for securing the top 6 positions. Top 6 positions are teams which are going to come and sit here and participate in the next half of the quiz. We will use the start questions as tiebreakers. In case of any dispute, we will decide what the final resolution should be. And of course, usage of electronic devices will result in immediate disqualification. So please do not use phones. Request the audience who are not participating, even if you know the answers, for maintaining the integrity of the quiz, do not shout out the answers from the audience as well. So, alright, everyone, all the best. Hope you enjoy. Hope everybody has written the names on top of the sheets. And without further ado, we shall begin with the preliminary round of the nature invention quiz. Alright, first question coming your way, participants on the screen. Start question. In July 2019, Meghalaya achieved a significant milestone in environmental governance by becoming the first state in India to formulate and adopt a specific policy dedicated to what? You have to write the answers in your sheets. So we're talking about a specific town, right? So this town lies on the windward side of Khasi Hills in a funnel-shaped depression. So there's the leeward side and windward side. Every mountain, this town is on the windward side, right? Due to this location of this town, every year the winds from the monsoons of Bay of Bengal, they get trapped here. This results in a phenomenon for which this town is known worldwide. Next question. Start question again. So, Professor Shiva Prasad Chatterjee, known as the Doyen of Indian Geography, had come to the Khasi Hills as a research student under celebrated French geographer E.D. Martin. This pioneering study, which he carried out in the Khasi Hills, eventually resulted in him getting published in 1936 from the prestigious University of Paris. But Professor Shiva Prasad Chatterjee is connected to our state in one very specific form. What is the connection? Number 4. In case you haven't got any answers correct, we'll do a quick run through of all the questions towards the end of the quiz. So if you have any intuitions, guesses, maybe you can just leave it blank. We'll quickly run through all the questions towards the end of the preliminary rounds. Alright, question number 4. We're talking about a specific site, right? This site is known as the Gleneagles of the East. And this is a scenic site which was established in 1898 in Shillong itself. It was set up by the British civil service officers and stands at an astounding height of 5,200 feet, snuggled between the sloping hills of Shillong, encircled by dense forest and serene ambience. One of the reasons why this site also got prominence is because Pope John Paul II held a mass at this site in 1986. Question number 5, relatively easy if you're a music fan and have been following the music for quite some time. We're talking about a specific site which literally translates to the end of the hills. The name of the site means the end of the hills, and it hosted a 2016 Bollywood movie shoot as well, in which the local band Somersault play a song. Next question. Start question. Alright. So we're talking about a current day festival. It is celebrated in Meghalaya, celebrated every year, and also known to be celebrated for chasing away the demon of cholera. So cholera infested Meghalaya quite a few hundred years ago and was a serious endemic at that point. But the festival is celebrated for chasing away the demon of cholera. It is celebrated annually in July after the sowing period, and is also said to be an invocation to God for seeking his blessings and having a bumper harvest. During this festival, it is desirable that there should be rain on the day of the festival. Question number 7. Alright, I'll read out the question. If you take a little bit more time, there is a fair bit of text on the screen. So, in Khasi folklore, mentions are made of a mythical creature called Puri. Right? So, there are many stories around this mythical creature, but in one of the stories, it is said that she is a good spirit, but in some of the other stories, she is also regarded as a bad spirit, a demonic spirit. Right? But in whatever form she was present, she was known to reside in a specific water body, which was also worshipped back then, so that people who would go into the river would not be attacked by Puri. Today, even if Puri does not exist, people don't believe in this folklore anymore. People do not swim or worship this river anymore, right? And it has also lost its agricultural significance. So, what river are we talking about? Alright, start question. The gravestone of a significant Welsh missionary is located in the Scottish cemetery in Kolkata and has been renovated by the Khasi Gk Presbyterian Synod. In Meghalaya, June 22 is celebrated as an official holiday every year to commemorate his arrival and a specific significant contribution. So, who is this person? If you know the specific significant contribution, you probably know who the person is as well. We're talking about a Welsh missionary who had arrived in Sora. June 22nd celebrated every year to commemorate his arrival, and his grave is located in the Scottish cemetery in Kolkata, recently renovated by the Khasi Gk Presbyterian Synod. 4 more questions to go. Alright. So the Mamluh caves, one of the most famous cave systems, not only in India but in Asia, there was a discovery that there was a deviation in the specific oxygen atoms that were present in its stalagmite rocks. It's famous for its stalagmite rocks, in fact. More questions to go. Alright, again, slightly longish question, so I will give you some time on this. The English translation of the name of this religiously significant place, it's a place which is religiously significant. The translation reads, "The site chosen by the horse is the celestial divine paradise. It is built like a large mansion, is triple-storied, with a large assembly hall and other functional structures with 65 residential quarters for students and others. It is the second largest of its kind in the world and is located in the state which greets the first rays of sunrise in India." Second last question. Okay. This place is a town in Arunachal Pradesh. It is included in the tentative list for UNESCO's World Heritage Site, right? Tentative list has not made it to the list as of now. It's waiting to be, entered into the list. It's known for the Aptani cultural landscape. And annually, a famous music festival is also hosted here, supporting the independent music scene of India. Brilliance. So we're talking about a specific missile, right? The missile has been developed by DRDO, which is the Indian Defense Research and Development Organization, and the Russian Federation's NPO Mashino-Stroyenia. Basically, the name of this missile is the combination of 2 rivers. It's the name of 2 rivers which forms the name of this missile, right? We don't expect you to know the name of the Russian river, so please give us the name of the Indian river.
So you want the missile name or the river name?
No, not the name of the missile, the name of the Indian river. Through all the questions once again. All participants here, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we will quickly go through the answers and then we'll declare who the top 6 are qualifying for the main round. Alright, question number 1. Significant milestone related to anyone in the audience? Policy related to? Water, of course. The International Water Conclave policy related to water. The Meghalaya State Water Policy, which was brought in 2019. So water is the correct answer. Alright, question number 2. We're talking about a specific town, lies in the windward side of Khasi Hills, funnel-shaped depression. Which town are we talking about?
Mawsynram.
It is Mawsynram. Featured in the rainiest place in the world multiple times over. The answer is Mawsynram. Alright. Professor Shiva Prasad Chatterjee came as a researcher in the Khasi Hills, has a specific connection to Meghalaya. What is the connection? Exactly. He is the one who coined the name Meghalaya. It's a common misconception. Many people say that apparently Rabindranath Tagore coined the name Meghalaya, but that's not true. It is Professor Shiva Prasad Chatterjee. Right? And coincidentally, he's also responsible for sanctioning the first national atlas of India in 1956. So, till that extent, quite a significant geographer. Alright, Gleneagles of the East, Pope John Paul held a mass at the site in 1986. Serene, sloping valleys of Shillong, etc. What is the name of the site? Golf links. That's correct. The Shillong Golf Course, which is also India's first 18-hole golf course, perhaps one of the largest in Asia as well. Alright, question number 5. End of Hills 2016 Bollywood movie in which a local band performed. We are talking about a specific site. Some of you have written Rock On too, but that will not qualify as an answer because we're talking about the name of the site. Which site are we talking about? Lightlum. That's correct. We all know the song, we shout but come for it, performed in the Rock On 2, the Lightlum Canyons. Alright, question number 6. Demon of Cholera, celebrated as a harvest festival, invocation to God, desirable that there should be rain. Which festival are we talking about? Behdienkhlam is the correct answer. Most important dance festival of the people of Jaita Hills, and perhaps nowadays celebrated all across Meghalaya as well with a lot of pomp and fervor. Alright. Almost 90% of the people did not get this. You'll be disappointed when we reveal the answer, but we're talking about a mythical creature called Puri, which was sort of worshipped so that people dipping in the river and fishing in the river would be spared. And nobody uses the river to swim anymore. Puri does not exist. The river does not have agricultural significance. What river were we talking about? Like, from the answer sheets, I think people have written the names of all rivers they possibly knew in Meghalaya, but the final answer was the Wamka River. Along the Yumshepi rivers, which is one of the most polluted rivers in Meghalaya. Alright, we were talking about a significant Welsh missionary. His grave was located in Kolkata, came to Meghalaya in Saura, June 22nd, celebrated as an official holiday to commemorate his arrival. Who are we talking about? That is correct. Reverend Thomas Jones, known as the father of the Khasi alphabet. Reverend Thomas Jones is the correct answer. Somebody wrote Simon Jones. I don't know who Simon Jones is. It's probably the name of a cricketer, but that's the wrong answer. Alright, so we are talking about the past 4,200 years, which was classified by geologists after they discovered a deviation in the type of oxygen atoms which were present in the Mamluh caves. So what are the past 4,200 years classified as? The Meghalaya age. That is the correct answer. It is known as the most recent unit of time in Earth's history of 4.6 billion years. Alright. Located in the state which greets the first rays of the sunshine, built like a mansion, triple-storied, large assembly hall, site chosen by the horse as the celestial divine paradise is the translation. Which site are we talking about? The Tawang Monastery. It's the second largest Buddhist monastery in the world, the Tawang Monastery. Question number 11. Again, a place in Arunachal Pradesh. In case you did not know what the first rays of the sunrise was, question number 11 had Arunachal Pradesh. And included in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Site for the Apatani culture, famous music festival happens every year. Which music festival, or which is this place?
Zero.
The Ziro Music Festival happens annually. And the last question, what is the name of the missile?
BrahMos.
And what is the name of the river?
Brahmatra.
Exactly. Somebody wrote Mintidu River. I mean, for India to be naming a missile after Mintidu River would be quite something, I guess. Alright, and the Russian river is the Moskva River. So this is something maybe for general knowledge, is the Moskva River, Moskva and Brahmaputra together become the BrahMos. Alright, now we will move on to the finals. 6 teams have qualified. We were nervous if there would be a tiebreak, but there wasn't. We have 6 clean winners, and in no particular order, I will read out the names. The team of Behdienkhlam, Lingdo, Mawlong, and Willie Donald, Lingdo, Nonglai. Behdienkhlam, Lingdo, Mawlong, and Willie Donald, Lingdo, Nonglai. Right. Yeah, please. Team 2 is of Sayan Mazumdar and Ashutosh Das. is of Winnerlive, Malangyang, and Sdong Wan Fong El Nongpi. Team 4 is of Juiwang Kipala and Shane Paswet. Team 5 is Jayanta Chanda and Jordan.